This is a standard bench vise. Very simple to operate. You simply turn the screw to tighten the vise. Obviously be careful you don't get your fingers stuck in there. And it's used for general gripping of things that kind of allows you to have a spare set of hands in the shop. This is a different type of bench vise. This is a swivel bench anvil vise. You can swivel it, you lock it in place with these levers. It has a clamp just like the other one. Now this clamp is a little different in that it has textured grips. It's going to hold material tighter than the bench vise. And as I said, this is also an anvil, meaning you have this flat section here you can literally use as an anvil when you're doing metal work. Now, as opposed to a vise, which is a statically mounted device, we have clamps. Various types of clamps. This is a C-clamp. Called that because of the C shape. Again, very simple operation. Forward and back. Just make sure you don't pinch your fingers in the C-clamp. C-clamps are inherently imbalanced, so it's very easy if it's loose for this to fall off onto your foot. This thing weighs about 2 pounds. It'll break your toe if it lands on it, so be careful with that. This is a wood clamp. Not only is it made of wood, as you can see, but it's intended to clamp to wood. A C-clamp, because it's all metal, can damage wood. If you're going to clamp wood or plastics or any surface you're concerned about damage, you need to put a pad, a strip of wood or cardboard to protect the surface from the metal edges. With a wood clamp, you can clamp this directly onto the wood, and it's much more forgiving because the wood is naturally softer. It takes a little bit of getting used to the adjustment. You turn in the same direction if you want the two sides to stay parallel. So you can make it larger, or you turn in the same direction, make it smaller. If you not only turn in the same direction, you have to turn at the same rate, same amount of rotation each time. Otherwise, it's real easy for these to get out of parallel. Now, there are times when you want out of parallel. One reason they designed wood clamps the way they do as opposed to a C-clamp is it allows you to create an angle that the C-clamp does not. This is a special type of clamp. This is an angle clamp. You want to hold two things at a right angle, picture frames for example. You use this specialized clamp. And then we have a lot of these what are called spring clamps in different sizes. It's just a fairly tight spring action. Super easy to use, super handy to use. They don't clamp nearly as well as these other clamps. So you have to be careful how much force you're going to exert against one of these clamps. Even though they're very easy to use and we have a lot of them, you may be better off using one of these other clamps if you need to hold something particularly tight.